FM radar.
Welcome back. The time now is 12:17. A live look out over the Grand Strand. Not a busy beach day. I think the rain did scare some people off, but we should be good for the rest of the day. There's an isolated pop-up with the sea breeze during the late afternoon and evening, but overall, we don't even have any clouds out there right now. It looks good, feels good. A southwest wind, 7 miles per hour. It's currently 76 degrees. Over the past 24 hours, we have been dealing with severe weather. Remember, we had that high risk yesterday from the Storm Prediction Center. The first time in over a year and the first time in the month of May since 2019. And we did have a lot of activity. We did have more tornadoes with the system last week, but still 17 reported tornadoes yesterday, nearly 200 damaging wind reports, 75 reports of large hail. And some of those were felt here in the Carolinas, not necessarily our viewing area, but we did still have impacts even all the way on the East Coast. Now that threat does continue for today. It's not as elevated as yesterday, but it is a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk for portions of the Midwest. It does include major cities like Indianapolis, Lexington, Kentucky, Cincinnati, and Columbus, Ohio, and it also has a 10% tornado outlook with it. So again, tornado activity expected to continue for today. Now with our viewing area, most of the storms we had to deal with was this morning. They've already pushed offshore. Nice and clear for tonight. Hot for today, but it's going to be even hotter for tomorrow with records nearly in jeopardy. Over the past 3 hours, we've seen some systems cross I-95, a lot of thunderstorm activity for lower Marion, traversing through Horry County. Now it has pushed offshore, so we're looking good. Rain-free across the area. Rainfall totals for the last 24 hours are pretty high. And actually, this is since midnight, not even the last 24 hours, just the last 12 hours. Over 3/4 of an inch for Florence, a quarter in Conway. Really not much for the border belt, a quarter in Myrtle Beach, but all the areas in yellow here in between the major cities, that's more like 1.5 to 2 inches of rain. So some of these thunderstorms were definitely soakers. Now the futurecast for the afternoon, plenty of clear skies. There's your pop-up isolated storm here and there, but most of us are done with the rain for tonight. Nice, perfectly sunny for tomorrow, but it's going to be even hotter and the humidity is still going to be relentless as well. So keeping that in mind, we're good for Wednesday. The changes on Thursday, light activity for the morning. Then we actually have a severe outlook in place for Thursday. For the mid-afternoon and evening, there's going to be heavy rain. Looks like some small hail and gusty winds as well. The entire viewing area under the slight risk for severe weather. Likely we'll be calling a weather alert day tomorrow. Looking at the futurecast, this is all out ahead of a cold front. That cold front will push offshore during the afternoon. And yes, it's going to have severe weather, but what's on the back end of the front is amazing because it's dry air and it's just in time for the weekend. We'll get rid of the humidity and have sunshine for Saturday and Sunday. The highs for today, 84 for Myrtle Beach, 90 in Florence, even hotter for tomorrow, 88 for the beach, 94 for inland. That's 1 degree off from a record.